looking damn good. Howdy, folks. If you're staying in Flagstaff and you only got one day to see Grand Canyon, I reckon I got a plan that'll knock your boots off, because we ain't wasting a single minute.
Welcome to the Grand Canyon, the wildest ride on this side of the Mississippi. I'm the Canyon Cowboy, a good old fella from the 1800s who somehow got stuck in this modern world. But don't you worry, me and my trusty sidekick, Jackpot, are here to make sure you have the time of your life in this here canyon. So buckle up.
All right, Jackpot. Ready to hit the trail? Woo! Let's giddy up. Starting in Flagstaff, first things first, we're gonna avoid those pesky long lines at the main entrance in Tusayan. Instead, we're gonna take Highway 89 north to Cameron on the Navajo Nation, then Highway 64 to the Desert View entrance of the national park on the east side, loop through the park, see it all, and then we're gonna exit the main entrance in Tusayan. It's like a roller coaster ride through the canyon, not seeing the same thing twice.
Now, on our way to Cameron, we'll pass through landscapes so lush they'll make a buffalo's beard jealous, and deserts so dry they make a tumbleweed's whistle sound like a choir of angels. Our first stop is the Cameron Trading Post. You won't believe the Navajo tacos they serve there. They're fit for a cowboy king. And while you're there, don't forget to mosey on over to the gift shop, the museum, and a hidden courtyard that's as beautiful as a desert oasis.
Then as we head down Highway 64, we're gonna come across the Little Colorado River Gorge.
Now, them cliffs are higher than a buckin bronco, and the scenery is so pretty, it'll make you whistle like a lone coyote. And let me tell you, there's a spot where you can look down a sheer 1,000-foot drop. If that don't give you a tingle in your bum, I don't know what will. Next up, we'll head to the Desert View entrance of the Grand Canyon and visit the Desert View Watchtower. It's like standing at the edge of the world, looking down the barrel of the canyon. And that watchtower, designed by famous Mary Colter, gives you a bird's eye view of the whole shebang. It's a real sight to behold, I tell you. Now we're gonna slowly make our way to the Grand Canyon Village. There's plenty of scenic stops along the drive, but we ain't got all day, partner. My go-to spots are Lipan Point and Grand View Point. And if you're a history buff, don't miss the Tusayan Ruins and Museum. You can learn all about the folks who called this place home for hundreds of years.
And remember, folks, bring your own grub and water, because we ain't paying those highfalutin prices or waiting in pesky lines.
Find yourself a scenic spot, spread out that blanket, and have a good old-fashioned picnic with the canyon as your backdrop.
Ain't that something?
Oh, and listen up. This may be a controversial move, but if time's tight, skip that visitor center. Ain't nothing there that can't beat the real deal, trust me. But if you got a bit more time, I'd recommend stopping by the Geology Museum. It's another architectural masterpiece by Mary Colter, and it'll blow your mind trying to wrap your head around how this canyon formed over millions of years. It's a real head scratcher, I tell ya. Next stop is the Grand Canyon Village. Now, there's plenty to see and do there. My personal favorites are Hopi House and El Tovar. You can grab a drink at the cocktail lounge or treat yourself to an ice cream at the Bright Angel Lodge. And as rumor has it, this moose head in the El Tovar lobby was shot by Teddy Roosevelt himself. Now, ain't that a story? If you're up for it, take a quick little hike down Bright Angel Trail, just 100 yards or so. You'll find a carved out tunnel that's sure to impress. Remember, 70% of folks who visit the canyon never go below the rim. Don't be one of them, partner.
Now, if you're wanting to make it Flagstaff before dark, give yourself at least an hour and a half before sunset. And keep an eye out for them elk, because they like to come out and strut their stuff at dusk.
But for the rest of you brave souls sticking around till sunset, hop on the red bus route to Hermit's Rest. That's where the real magic happens. We'll see more breathtaking views and find perfect spots for those sunset photos that'll make your friends back home green with envy. The red bus goes down Hermit Road, which ain't open to the public most of the year, so it's a real treat to ride it. Time permitting, make sure to stop at Powell Point, Hopi Point, and the end of the line, Hermit's Rest. Man, that fireplace there is just mighty cozy. And when the sun dips down, hop back on the bus and make your way back to Mather Point or Hopi Point. That's where you gotta stick around for the sunset, partner. Them colors in the sky will light up like fireworks at a rodeo, turning this here canyon into a masterpiece of light and shadows. Once darkness falls, it's time to head back to your horseless carriage and start moseying on back to Flagstaff. Take Highway 180 and hold on to the memories of this grand adventure, and remember there's plenty more wild and wonderful places out there waiting for you.
Well, I sure am glad y'all were able to tag along on this here adventure from Flagstaff to Grand Canyon in just one day. Now don't forget to subscribe for more entertaining adventures around these here parts. And if you're actually making moves to head on out here, somewhere below this video is a thing they call a link to a website. Anyway, there you're supposed to find more resources and itineraries for other adventures to get into. Some of them cost $1, but some of them don't, like, hiking and such. Plus, any deals I was able to negotiate for you all on things from lodging and tours, and my recommendations for the best grub in any direction around the canyon. So, until then, see you on down the trail, my friend.